So here we are on day 4 of Matt's learning to splitboard journey, and I have truly found a keen partner because the ambient temperature at the truck here is minus 35 right now. So the theme of today's vlog is going to be all about what are some of the steps to take if you do really want to get out when it's ultra cold. Okay, so a lot of it is about moving, staying relatively close to the vehicle, so if something does go wrong, you have a gear malfunction or whatever, you're not too far away, and build in lots of safety margins. So the first part when it comes to moving is kind of trying to have everything ready so when you get to the trailhead you can get moving right away. Every time you go out, this is kind of nice, but particularly when it's cold. So what we've done today, rather than put our skins and such on at the trailhead, skins are already on and ready to go. So we just get out of the car with all of our warm stuff on and we get moving. Because we don't want to let our body temperature drop too much. Another thing here is we've got our bags ready packed. We're going to do simple things that people often don't think about, such as we're going to store our water bottles inside our pack, perhaps inside some of these warm layers, even in these little outside pockets, which I usually store my water in. When it's really cold, the water tends to freeze more quickly. Another piece, you do need water even though it's cold. A wide mouth drink bottle or a thermos style drinking vessel is going to stop your water freezing, so you're not going to have any issues with that. I have all my food packed inside here so that I don't necessarily have to stop and get into my pack to get food as I move, because we don't tend to want to be stopping for long periods of time. Got lots of additional warm stuff in here. Have a group shelter in here. We're carrying fire lighting stuff in case we need it. Even though we're going out for a short trip, we're going to keep all of that stuff handy, so if something does happen, we've got ways to address it. When it is really cold like this, even a simple binding break far from the road can turn pretty catastrophic pretty quickly, so we want to keep all that in mind. So we're about, 10 minutes in, a little bit of bushwhacking and stuff, and we're already like sweating, so it's still minus 35, and we're just kind of ditching our outer sort of down layers just so that we don't end up sweating too much. So it seems odd at minus 30 plus to be taking layers off, but kind of an important part of the day so that we don't get all sweaty. So yeah, we're going to carry on.
This is an interesting day 4 to start with. Simon was saying it's minus 35 before the wind chill. With wind chill, it's closer to minus 40. Luckily, we're in amongst these nice little trees here. We just keep moving, and we're doing fine.
So we see here Matt is doing a bunch of filming today. He wears mitts, which is common for a lot of people. On cold days especially, having undergloves that you can do all of your transitions and all of that work with is unreal. You can see Matt's using the loop there around his wrist, so when he does need to take it off, he just drops it off and he's off to the races, and that way he's able to keep his hands insulated all day and he's not touching aluminum ski poles, or he's not having to, work with his hands out of his gloves. So good habit to get into all the time, but especially important on cold days. So the theme of today is sort of trip planning and strategies to stay warm and safe on cold days. So one of the other things you can think about up here in the Northern Hemisphere is if we stay at tree line or below, it keeps us out of the wind, because the wind chill kind of bumps up your exposure a bunch, but also choosing to ski stuff that's maybe south or southwest facing so that you do make the most of the sun. Typically here in the Rockies, when it's ultra cold, there is sun involved. So we try and stay in the trees, and that's just to protect us from the wind, but then also trying to stay on faces that are kind of south facing. So even if there's not a lot of warmth in the sun, at least it makes you feel warmer.
Placebo effect.
The placebo effect, yeah. Exactly. I kind of wimped out on this one and went around. Matt's taking one for the team. This is almost exactly the width of his 2 skis. This is some interesting skinning technique. Don't try this at home, folks. Playing responsibly in cold weather here.
Yeah. Of all the days to try this.
Yeah. Oh.
I'll tell you what, I'm starting to go a bit sideways and there's hard.
Yeah. He's getting squirrely.
Oh.
Early season Rockies, nothing to pole, no base to pole off of either.
Yeah.
Hey. Yep, that's pretty narrow.
That might be the worst decision of my day. Came through unscathed.
As you can see, this is classic early season Rockies. We always joke that ski touring from November till February is basically just training for March.
We're making our way along a creek. It's kind of nice to have some frozen ice to go on. Although in spaces it's not quite so frozen, so we have to be cautious, of course, especially in this temperature. The adventure is always, I think, the best part, besides the riding down through fresh pow, of course. That was a pretty tough slog up the hill. Lots of deadfall and big logs to navigate around still right now with the early season. And Simon did definitely the lion's share of the work. So thank you. But yeah, we made it up and we're gonna have a little rundown here and hopefully not catch our nose on some deadfalls. Yeah, that light is so cool.
It's a bit of a one and done kind of a day today. So we skied out, skied up, we're skiing down, and then we're going to ski out again. So really we're going to take our skins off once and put them back on once. When it gets cold, skins tend to get a little bit squirrely. What I tend to do is that when I peel the skins off when it's really cold is I just put them inside my jacket. I don't even really need my pack off. I can just pull the skins off, being careful not to get snow on them like I just did. Right. This is one of the things that when you stick them on at home, they really stick. Just get them off, fold them, roll them, whatever you want to do with them. And then you just tuck them in either side. Looks like you have a bit of a belly, but it keeps them warm and it means the glue will stay stickier for a while. Yeah, it's a little cold day tip. All right, here we go. Light thoughts.
Light thoughts, light thoughts. So slow.
Oh,
that's wild.
I barely did a turn.
Yeah, I know.
Just like,
Yeah. Must be the cold, hey?
Yeah.
That was weird.
So weird.
The whole time I was like, this should be fun, but it's like so slow. Like it was kind of fun, but my back leg, you're right, it's just like such a killer on the quad. So after somewhat of a slow run down the hill, snow is super sticky because of the ultra cold temperatures. We're now making our way back down the creek. It's a pretty easy go of things on this, as long as we avoid falling through the ice. We'll be golden. Well, we made it back to the parking lot safe and sound. And yeah, it was definitely a leg burner. But great day for sure. Nice day to be out. I mean, not the most ideal weather, but it actually worked out pretty well. So learned a couple new tips today. We talked about putting skins on before you leave the house. If it's this cold, you just want to do less messing around outside the vehicle when you're, gonna get cold just getting ready. What else did we talk about today?
Your skins and your jacket.
All right, yeah. Talked about layering properly.
Your water bottle in your backpack.
Water bottle in the backpack.
Wide mouth water bottle.
Yeah, wide mouth water bottle. And other than that, this was day 4 on my splitboard adventures, splitboard journey. And it was a chilly one, but it was a great one. So definitely follow along for more. Hit that subscribe button and throw us a like if you like the video. Leave a comment down below. Love to hear what you think, and we will see you in the next video.